Yes, and here we go. I'm pretty positive I've never seen this either. It's WWF Rebellion from October 3rd, 1999, Birmingham, England. The National Indoor Arena, 13,500 people, and I'm pretty sure I've never seen it because one is UK exclusive. And even when I would go back on the Peacock or the network to watch old stuff, it was usually the big pay-per-views. Like I wasn't searching, the weird.
You weren't doing what we're doing.
No.
You were going back and
SummerSlams,
WrestleMania, SummerSlam,
things like that. Yeah.
Maybe a King of the Ring.
Like a bash now and then, something like that. But yeah, Rebellion would have been something I'd be like, oh, I haven't. Yeah, so that and I love wrestling, but again, this was one of the UK exclusives. So it's gonna be fun.
Now, you know one thing I'm curious based on this cover art, right? Why the 3? Was that just a fun little, or was there an actual purpose for the 3 instead of E in Rebellion?
It's just a backwards E. I don't know why.
I'm aware of that, but that traditionally means you're referencing a 3.
Nothing that I know of. Nothing that I ever read or anything.
I know. I'm saying I'm curious when we watch it if we will get
maybe. Well, I thought you were maybe asking because normally I know a lot of shit about wrestling.
Well, I was sort of also asking to see if
this particular case,
it just feels like a purpose. We have 4 different rebellions.
3, 4 of them. I knew.
I just looked it up on the cock, so
now
I saw.
Always look at the cock. Okay. There could be an actual meaning behind it, or I know a few times throughout the years, little things like this happen because they want to fuck Vince because he doesn't know what anything is, So there's that too sometimes. Like they still swear that when The Godfather was popular, Vince didn't know all the drug references The Godfather was making. If you talk about like blunts and certain things like that, and it's possible. I mean, I'm sure Vince knew what weed was, but if he's not hip to the culture, he wouldn't know. So
he's not hip.
There could be a possibility. Could be somebody's like, what? Let me do this. Yeah, there could be an actual. Who knows? But either way, I'm excited. I've never seen it. We're going to see how you squeeze 10 matches into a 2.5-hour pay-per-view. Kids.
It could be as simple as the name is Rebellion, so you rebelled by making it.
Part of me wonders. Now I'm going to be googling when we're watching because I'm also wondering too if there was any kind of movie or album or anything that came out this time that has a similar thing, like a culture. I'm wondering if it was a particular culture thing at that time.
Oh, see, I was assuming it was maybe this ship threat reference or something.
I don't think there's a triple threat. I know the main event is, and I could be wrong. But main event's rocking Triple H, baby. Or Boomer Blaze. You don't want to have smoke. Bring your chair. All right, well, I'm ready. If you are ready, let's watch Rebellion. Okay, so here we go with Rebellion. Interesting commentary team. We actually have Jim Ross and Michael P.S. Hayes. Commentary. Interesting. Kind of
confused. What happened to Jerry?
I don't know. They might have just done it because of I don't know the specific reason. It might have just done it because this is one of those special pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Could be the reason. We did have one dark match, by the way. It was Christian defeating Crash Holly in a dark match. And random side note, I cheated a little bit, and there is a triple threat later. Now, I don't know if that's why they have the reverse E, but there is a 3-way dance in this. So, anyway, we kick off with the fucking heat-seeking magnet itself, JEFFJRE2, who comes to the ring with Miss Kitty and a vacuum.
Oh, my gosh.
With a vacuum.
So, I'm sorry. I know we've already gotten a little too political on this podcast already, but all I can think of is conservatives are like, yeah, Jeff Jarrett, you're right.
You're not wrong saying that joke, right?
And
we all know women are good for 3 things: cooking, cleaning, and making babies.
And I could literally, if this match happened today, you can just literally hear them saying, booing D'Lo Brown for being woke.
Yes. How dare you be woke, D'Lo? How dare you?
How dare you, D'Lo, for not thinking that women should be in the kitchen making you sandwiches?
We get Jared on the mic saying all this, and then he asks for someone to come prove it for £1,000. Well, he kept switching between £1,000 and $1,000. Not the same, Jeff, because the differential. They're close to the same amount, but not quite. But
Right,
And then
right.
some woman comes out of the audience, runs the vacuum, and then Jeff Jarrett pushes her down and puts her into figure four. And I tried to research, and I cannot find out if this was just. It couldn't have just been a random woman. There's no way some random fan was okay with Jeff Jarrett putting a figure four on her. I just don't think that's a thing. Maybe
I
I'm wrong.
don't. I disagree.
I tried to
Like,
Google it.
if
I
I
tried to
was a
Google
fan
it.
and that audience, I'm like, you wanted him
Oh
to do
yeah,
what? Absolutely, let me
that's
do it.
us.
She
That's
probably had
us.
to. They probably had to sign a waiver to
That's
do
what I'm
it.
saying. Is I think she had to know. Is what I meant to say. Of course, as a wrestling fan, you're going to be like, hell yeah, but she had to.
Oh,
Know. It
100%.
wasn't just a random pull like, oh hey you.
Well, no, there's no way they threw her in there and was like, oh, this is. I'm not telling you what he's about to do.
But I looked it up just out of the curiosity of wondering if it happened to be somebody's, something like a relative or anything. But it looks like it was just a lucky random fan. I would.
I think they normally don't. They normally get like an indie wrestler to do these kind of things.
Usually, she was probably a plan of some kind.
Yeah, absolutely.
What I liked about this first match, by the way, and it does say it's for the Intercontinental title because it was, but they announced at the beginning because D'Lo is the European champion and Jeff is the Intercontinental title. They were going to flip a coin to decide which person went first. By the way, we forgot to mention China saved the woman that was being put in the figure four. China came out for the save. And Jeff Jarrett got beat up a little bit by China. Then we proceeded to the coin flip, and it was decided the match was for the Intercontinental title. Here comes D'Lo, and these two put on a hell of a match. We got to see D'Lo do all his great stuff. The power bomb that I forget what he calls it, but there's a little bit of running power bomb. We got the leg drop.
Yeah.
It had everything you wanted. We had power bombs, leg drops, and kittens. Oh my! Or at least one kitten, Miss Kitty, about to be Miss Jerry the King Lawler here in a moment, but. And of all the things and all the ways to win, Jeff Jarrett cleaned up on this one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Cleaned right up on this one, right? Wasn't a guitar shot this time.
No, it was not.
This is why we love wrestling, because Miss Kitty distracted the referee and Jeff Jarrett hit D'Lo Brown with the fucking vacuum cleaner.
And then issued a challenge.
He did. He issued a challenge for later tonight. He said he wants China again. He wants to win this thing tonight at Rebellion. So are we going to see China and Jeff again? Who knows, because there's 75 matches on this. This feels like an old NWA. This feels like one of our first NWA pay-per-views.
Oh, yeah.
75 matches on the card, Just to put it in perspective, WrestleMania has like 7 now. And it's a 12-hour pay-per-view. This has 10 matches in 2 hours. 2:20. But anyway, it was a great way to kick off the pay-per-view. I love the heat from Jeff Jarrett. You can never do it today. He'd get canceled. I love China's save, and I love the vacuum cleaner spot. It was a great opening match. I'm going to give this 4 kitties, even though there's only 2. I loved this match. This was entertaining. It was a great way to start.
I liked it as well. I'm gonna go with 4 woke ideologies.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. He couldn't even get it out. So I knew it was going to be everybody's woke. By the way, side note, fucking have to give Jeff Jarrett 4 stars. Damn it.
Yeah.
Kills me.
You hate Jeff Jarrett, but he is such a good heel. He really is a good heel.
Not to bring down the show, but to go with the theme for today, I don't actually hate Jeff Jarrett, folks. Okay? Not like that kind of hate. I hate the character, Jeff Jarrett, or whatever. But
I don't know. I'm not a fan of him either, but he is a decent.
Right. But he's a decent human, as far as I know. Anyway.
I didn't say a decent heel. I didn't say he was a decent human. I don't know.
Oh, wow. Fuck Jeff Jarrett. That's the worst.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck Jeff Jarrett.
We don't know Jeff Jarrett. He could be a piece of shit. I don't know.
I don't know if he's a piece of shit. I'm just saying.
He caused a lot of trouble in the locker room. He held people up for money. I know that much.
That's nice.
That's nice. Well, Christmas present. Warrior used to do that shit too. But anyway, great way to kick off the pay-per-view. Fun first match for Rebellion. And we do know, because they told us the main event is Rock and Triple H in a steel cage. Yeah. Sign me up for that. That's going to be good. All right. Well, let's see what's next.
I just looked at the match card and I see the tag team match that triple threat you're talking about, and I am excited.
We also have, I believe, a 4 corners match.
A 4-way match, yeah.
4-way. Hey. That's definitely not gay. 4-way.
All right. Yeah.
Let's go.
All right.
All right, so our next match. This is one I'd love to have to explain if you had a non-wrestling fan over in your house. How do you explain? How do you explain a pimp fighting a vampire with hose surrounding the ring?
uh,
Just fun to think about.
you know
We're
what?
hardcore wrestling fans, so we kind of just laugh at this. But really, how would you explain this to somebody? This isn't how to
In,
get people into wrestling, right? You want to
and
watch?
this is in this world at this time. I'm surprised Gangrel didn't bring down a bunch of vampire hoes. Like,
I think vampire hose would have been great.
oh my gosh, I would have been
Over
loving
think-
this.
But Godfather
Like,
comes out and
The
immediately
amount of ass we saw in this one match, and I'm not talking about the men.
the first
like,
line of our
There's
commentary.
little to imagination.
Yeah, when the Godfather came out, the first line was, "Where's the hose?"
The hoes were there.
London, yeah. Then the next line was, "Oh, we have hose aplenty."
Yes, we do. All the hoes.
It was all about the hose. Gangrel comes out with his like blood dripping, looking all evil and stuff, and Godfather's like, "What? You want a hoe, don't you?" They give him a hoe, like, oh, wrestling. This is wrestling.
Godfather's throwing out hoes like he's Oprah. You get a hoe. You get a hoe. You get a hoe. Look under your seats. Everyone has a hoe.
Before we got on air, my co-host was like, "I don't know if I'd want my kids to watch this."
No, I don't know.
By the way, this is an example of what they say Vince didn't know. Like when he said, "Let's roll up a fatty for this pimp daddy," like Vince didn't know what "let's roll up a fatty" meant. Is what they play. Like,
You gotta wonder what do you think Vince McMahon thought it meant.
right?
What did he think he was thinking? Let's roll up a fatty.
Are we honestly supposed to believe that Vince didn't realize what this character was? Because I don't know if I can buy that. Like,
I don't know. I
don't know.
don't
But
think.
anyway, yes, we had a hoe train, and we got to see a lot of TNA, and I don't mean the wrestling company.
Yes, we did.
But other than that, this match was fine. But this was kind of like felt like a Monday Night Raw match or something. Like there was no story. There was just it was to get the hose out there.
This match was like what happened to the referee. It was smothered with hose.
Look, Tim White getting smothered by the hose at the end was the best part of the match.
Poor Tim White. He was probably married and had to explain this to his wife.
Dancing in the center of the hose. Next thing you know, he's on the ground, and the hose are just, dancing.
I just imagine Tim White had to have a talk with his wife, like, "Honey,
Look,
you're gonna see some things."
This is something else
part of the show.
All the time too. Like these people when they're married, I'm just like, how do you even approach anybody with some of this shit?
I don't fucking know. Like,
I can't remember the exact year he got married, but Godfather, I believe, gets married while he's still doing this gimmick, and he's still married to his wife to this day. But I believe he gets married while he's still doing all this. Now, listen, honey, I'm a pimp at work, but it's not a real pimp. Just play a pimp on TV.
well, in fairness, this is technically this would be no different as if he was on a TV show and he was playing a pimp. Right. He's getting paid to do this. It is a job.
It's again, for all you people that don't understand why we like wrestling, it's because it mixes all that. It's sports, it's theater, it's fucking entertainment. This is why we love wrestling. Like, true.
Even I imagine there was some uncomfortable talks at home.
Even
unless maybe Tim White, maybe they picked Tim White because he wasn't married. Maybe he was single.
I would have. They're like, either way, it's just part of wrestling. Like we talked about this a few weeks ago when Eric Bischoff talked about how uncomfortable it is to make out with Linda McMahon with Vince right there. Imagine that conversation Eric had to have with his wife too. Okay, honey, so this is what I'm doing today. I'm gonna make out with Linda and Stephanie. While Vince yells, "Give him more tongue." You're cool with that, right?
I just imagine how horrible the conversation he had with Linda when he was suggesting, "I think I should have an affair with my daughter on the television."
And have a baby. Anyway.
And have a baby.
This match was fine. There was nothing bad about it. But again, to me, it just didn't feel much like a pay-per-view match. But there was some funny commentary. And it was just watching the whole thing. You're like, yeah, this wouldn't happen today. Godfather got canceled.
I don't imagine that either of these two people. Well, maybe Gangrel.
Gangrel you could probably pull off because there's still some, Rhea's kind of, she's not playing a supernatural character, but Rhea's definitely a dark, gothic sure. But anyway, I'm just going to give this. It's not even close to the last match. I'm going to go 2.5. It wasn't horrible, but it was just there. 2.5 hose.
Look, I'm not even going to go where 0.5 hoe would be. Out of respect of some of the people that have been on our show.
Yeah.
But
I'm not talking about the half hoe. No half hose here. But
I'm not cutting off hose. It's 2. It's two
okay.
hose for me.
No
Just
cutting hose.
Two. I wish there were some vampire hose.
You know, we should be bookers. I don't know why we're not.
Yeah, why did you not come out with some vampire hose, Gangrel?
Right. You missed opportunity.
Imagine how hot it would be, a bunch of vampire hose with blood just dripping down there. Okay, I have a weird...
Anyway. No, I'm the same way. No, I get it. Dark off chick, yes. Why do you think everyone loves mommy? You're not out there looking like a Barbie like Tiffany
that's
is.
true. That's true.
Come on.
Ooh,
she just got killed by Art the Clown, and I bet guys went home and, well, never mind. We know what they probably did, but we don't talk about it. We don't talk about Bruno on the show.
They were honking their horns. Honk, honk.
Rhea getting her throat slit. Yes. All right. Well, anyway, let's move on from the hoses.
Move on.
See what's next. All right, so our next match, like, what were we doing? Didn't we miss an opportunity? Why is the porn star coming out now? Why didn't he fight the pimp?
I'm surprised he didn't just come out with the pimp. I mean,
right. Like, what the fuck
were they ever a tag team? I feel like Val Venus and the Godfather would have been a great tag team combination.
They were in Right to Censor, but I don't know if they ever teamed up before then. Because in Right to Censor, he was a good fighter.
Not at the right time.
Yeah, I don't know if they teamed up before that or not. But here's our next match: Val Venus versus Sexual Chocolate, Mark Henry. And it was fine.
I believe this is the first time we've gotten Sexual Chocolate's music.
Yeah, but he had the full entrance this time. We got the music, we got the lighting.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you noticed this Titantron video, but they actually sold a shirt like that too. It looked like the Hershey chocolate bar logo, but it said
chocolate.
Mark Henry Sexual Chocolate. Yeah, I remember that T-shirt.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, like, this was whatever, but the crowd wasn't really into it. Again, I think it's because there's no story. How many times have we punched in that? I get why they're doing it. It's a special pay-per-view. They're trying to put as many people on here as they can. So, and when you're having this many matches, everyone can't be, a 5-star. It was fine, but again, Monday Night Raw match, like, what's that?
All these short matches. Every single one of these matches have had promos and stuff before, which I love because, I mean, one of the things we seem to miss with a lot of these older pay-per-views is we don't get to see a lot of their promos. And I loved a lot of the promo work of a lot of these wrestlers.
I'm glad you're bringing that up. We're getting a lot of promos, and they're telling us stories they're trying to tell throughout the whole thing. There's a lot of China stuff going on, and then we also saw Bulldog backstage, and this is his big return. And where else better to have it than in Birmingham? But he has to face the most dangerous man on the roster, X-Pac.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't throw British Bulldog in at the main event because of him being British Bulldog.
Yeah. But like I said, this match was just kind of there. Your graphic for the match is better than the match was. Not because it was a bad match. It was just there. And that's okay. They don't all have to be barn burners. I'll give it. But the best part about it, we got to see a money shot, baby.
We got a money shot, and I like that we finally got Sexual Chocolate's theme.
And I get it that Val's finishing maneuver is just kind of like a frog splash or whatever, but you, like me, love good puns, and it's one of the best names ever for a finisher. So, fucking money shot for a porn wrestler, come on.
Yeah,
it's right up there with.
And it's perfect for a wrestling.
Yes.
Like, it's a perfect wrestling name. I mean, if you don't know it's for a porn star, it's still like the money shot. It's still a good name,
But if you know what the money shot means and you know he's a porn star, just to hear the commentators say Val just gave Mark Henry a money shot for the win, it's good stuff.
I'm surprised he didn't have a super kick and called it the facial.
He deserves all this. Just let's cut right now. See you next week. I'm not gonna beat that shit. Facial.
Goodbye, everybody.
Have a good week. We'll see you next time. We're not gonna beat that. Anyway, I'm gonna give this As much as I'd love to talk all day, we're trying to keep some of them short because there's 875 matches. I'll give this a 2. It was fine, but it was just there.
I'm gonna give it 2 facials.
2 facial, dude. That's super. We got to call Val right now. Tell him that.
Yeah,
Wouldn't matter though.
Call 90s Val to change something up.
He don't give money shots anymore. He just sells ounces and vapes and stuff now. So he's your local legal weed dealer now.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. All right.
I love that he went from porn star to weed dealer.
Isn't it like the perfect life?
Yeah.
I was a porn star in wrestling, and now I sell marijuana, and I'm rich from it.
Yeah, it's nice.
All right. Well, let's move on and see what's next.
Been ready.
All right. So before we talk about our next match, we got to talk about this backstage segment. Listen. So I know we haven't ranked these matches very high, but this whole pay-per-view so far has reminded me why I love wrestling. We go backstage, we got a very angry bulldog marching towards Vince McMahon's locker room, and he barges in, and you see Stephanie to the side, and you see Vincent Chain in the corner, and he's yelling about his championship shot, and blah, blah, blah. And then he picks up a wire trash can that we can assume is metal, full size, throws it, and it hits Stephanie, and they're trying to sell this shit like she just got thrown off the Hell in a Cell like Nick Foley. Fucking
kind of a bold move to have a London pay-per-view and have your very prominent London wrestler, your British Bulldog, be as heelish as he is right here. Like,
right.
A lot of times you see wrestlers in their hometown and, the fans cheer and they may like make them slightly less heelish. Oh, they're going full-blown heel with British Bulldog here.
And I'm for it. But JR's just like, I can't concentrate on this match. We don't know the condition of Stephanie. That trash can could have had trash in it. We don't know.
Yeah, no, I just thought it was a bold move.
It was. I liked it. And so then we go to this fatal 4-way for the women's championship. It is Ivory defending against Jacqueline, Luna, and Tori. I'm not Tori Wilson.
Fastest 4-way match I've ever seen.
Fast and furious 4-way. I will give him this. I will say a couple things. One, Tori did a suplex right away that looked really good, and I knew it's just a suplex, but the bitch can't wrestle. Just saying facts. I'm just throwing it out there. So that was probably the best thing you ever seen. Hitting him out of the fucking park. But there were 2 cool spots. One was the 4-way sleeper hold. We had a human centipede.
The fans were booing during that.
I know, and I don't know why, because I thought that was, wow, we at least got one entertaining spot. And then the other
fans disagreed with you.
Was when they all went for pins, and every time they got kicked off the pin, they landed on Tim White. All 3 of the bitches landed on. So he's been
Tim White. I hope he's single as shit right now.
He's been danced around, danced on, and landed on. If he wasn't single before, he is now, kids.
I feel like he's going through a divorce. So WWE was like, you know what? We're giving you all the ladies.
What I've seen so far, I feel like if you interviewed Tim White and said, what was your favorite pay-per-view, he'd be like, 99 Rebellion, baby. 99 Rebellion. I got it all. I got all of the goodies.
Yeah, I just feel like especially if Tim White was the one that had this happen to again. I feel like that is a purpose. And that's like when the boys are like, I got you. You're going through a breakup. I got you. Here's some hoes. Here's some hoes. Here's some women wrestlers, Yeah. So Tim White's going through a breakup, I'm pretty sure. And we're just trying to make his life a little better.
But considering that we were in the bra and panties era, this was actually a little bit of a match. This was very long.
No,
and a couple of cool spots. So anyway, it was another one of those, though. It was there. It was real quick. It was a little entertaining. We got the good old-fashioned. Tim White was distracted from all the kitties and puppies he just saw. And Ivory took the old belt and hit Jacqueline with it. And,
somebody should check his blood pressure. Holy crap. He's about to...
She walks away with the victory, and I can already see, and this leads me back to why we love wrestling, because I paused it right after the commercial break, and we can already see Stephanie's on a fucking stretcher from a
trash can.
With a neck brace. So this is going to be good shit. This is why we love wrestling. I guess I got to rank this. I'm just going to go 2 this time. I'm not going to have any hoes this time. I'm just going to go 2.
If this was a better match, right here, this would be 4 sleepers, like 4
It
people.
would be if it was a good enough match, but
But it's not, so we're just gonna stick with 2.
The poor ladies, but
It was just too fast. It was too quick. It just there wasn't much to this. It didn't.
Quick side note: he actually was married. Tim had a wife, and they were actually together until she passed away in 2016. So this is just another one of those lives of a wrestler. Honey, this is what's going to happen. There's going to be hoes and lap dances and all sorts of women landing on me.
And they lasted many years after this. Wow.
Literally till she died.
She was comfortable with this situation.
Of course, he's dead now too, but there you go, life of a wrestler.
Huh.
All right, well, let's move on. Let's see what's next in this extravaganza.
Maybe they were just having some struggles. Oh, yeah, so you got the next.
Struggle's real. All right, so here we go with our next match, and now we're back to the crowd into it, and another barn burner, my opinion.
And we also got Chris Jericho doing the entrance I'm used to. I mean, more like where they
what you wanted.
Brought the camera down, and he already had the arms out. Yeah.
You know where Chris Jericho got that from? The
Where's
whole
that?
standing backwards before he turns around thing. His inspiration for that came from Michael Jackson. Because Michael Jackson used to come out at the beginning of a show and he would just stand there and let the crowd cheer and soak it in before he actually did anything. And Jericho thought it was so cool that someone could just stand there and not say a fucking word.
That kind of fits his outfit choices too.
Yeah, so that's where he got that from.
Flamboyant, shiny outfits. That's very Michael Jackson as well. I never compared Michael Jackson with Chris Jericho, but now that you bring it up,
Never.
Ever. Again.
I heard Jericho talk about that on his podcast, which, I'm a podcast fan, but Jericho's, because there's so many cool names out there, right? Like Ted's is Everybody's Got a Pod. Foley's got the God of, what is it? The God of Podcast or something like that. I don't know. I forget. But anyway, his is just Talk is Jericho. It's just that, but,
That is perfect for Jericho. That actually,
it is. It's actually got a catchy tune too. It just starts out, Talk is Jericho, baby, talk. Anyway, that's a whole nother podcast about a podcast. Here we go with our next match. They told the backstory, and if you remember, the first time we saw Jericho was a pay-per-view where he was talking trash to Road Dogg. They didn't actually fight, but we got to see him talk trash to him. And then they tell us that Jericho almost ended Road Dogg's career. So we have us a story. The crowd was into it the whole time. We got Jericho doing shit that you don't see everybody doing in WWE at this time. I know today the flippy floppies are everywhere, but the springboard drop kick, I think he did like a springboard DDT at one point or some shit. Road Dogg is entertaining as hell. This was a great match.
Yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. Something I wanted to bring up, this isn't about the match, but after rewatching the situation with British Bulldog and everything, I noticed a little something. When British Bulldog throws the trash can, you obviously hear a thump on it like a rocker, and not a human being. So
Here at Thump the Wall, I was going to not point it out because I didn't want to give away too much how the sausage is made, but he also threw the trash can in the opposite spot where Stephanie actually was. Like, she was on this far side of the room, and he threw the trash can directly beside him, and that's not even where Stephanie was standing. So,
I mean, I get that.
But the noise, it was a very loud.
You can tell that wasn't a person that got hit.
No, that was not a person, not at all. But the ending of this was cool too. Road Dogg actually went to do his little dancing punch, which has to be a Dusty inspiration, I'm guessing, because it's a lot like Dusty used to do. But when he went to hit that final punch, Jericho ducked and he took the ref out. The referee out. Then Curtis Hughes, I guess, was coming in to check on the ref. I don't know. He kind of ended up hitting the Road Dogg with a chair. That's what happened.
Oh, well, sometimes you're trying to get a chair to help the ref get in the chair,
That's exactly what I thought.
You accidentally trip and you accidentally hit Road Dogg over the head with the chair.
I assume that's what happened. He was
absolutely what happened. 100%.
Yeah. Bullshit. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Didn't work. Road Diggity Dog kicked out. It didn't work.
Yeah.
And the crowd loved it. The crowd popped so much when he kicked out. Like, they were into this match the whole time, without a doubt.
Yeah.
But of course, we get to the end, and Road Dogg punches Jericho, and he punches Hughes, and the ref's distracted, and Jericho does the old ball shot for the win.
Yeah.
Which I don't care how big you are and how strong you are, that'll take you down. You will go down. That is the nutshell. Will do it every time.
Yeah, it will.
But a whole lot of fun and longer than the matches we've got these last few times. This one was actually like 10 minutes. It was like double, triple length.
This is the longest match so far. Yeah,
it actually is. Yeah, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm going to give this 4 suckets.
I'm going with 4 shake, rattle, and
And by the way, props for this picture. Look, I've seen a lot of pictures over the years of the wrestlers and the DX and the Road Dogg. I've never seen him doing the DX like this with the pinkies. I don't know why he's doing it, but it fucking cracks me up. I love it. I don't know.
I just happened to find it. Yeah,
suck the tiny version. Suck it. It's just funny. I don't know.
Actually, I can tell you exactly how long this match was. It was 11 minutes and 58 seconds.
So it is the longest match so far on the card for sure. Yeah,
100%. Well, yeah, the closest one after that is 6 minutes and 51 seconds.
I thought they were all about the longer ones were kind of like 5 minutes, and then the women's match was probably like 3 something. So
the women's match is the longest. It's 6 minutes and 51 seconds.
There you go.
After that, it'd be the Godfather and Gangrel at 6:19. Gotta love cage match. It gives me the amount of time that every match is.
Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, well, let's move on and see what's next, and let's hope Stephanie's okay. I don't know if I can concentrate until I hear what the trash can did. Gotta know Stephanie's okay.
Yeah. And also, I can probably explain why you think the other matches might have been longer. It's because the women's match, there was no trash talk, there was no promo work. It was just straight up the match.
It was just trash.
The other, the other matches were all like there was long entrances, conversations, everything before we got to the match. It just made them seem longer, but they weren't.
Right. All right. Well, let's see what's next on this card. Rebellion. All right. So here we go. Our next match, the challenge that was thrown out earlier. China, Jeff Jarrett, the Intercontinental title. Short match, we can call it that. We'll call it
that. Sorry.
No dying on air. No dying on air. Don't. We don't want to go viral that way. Calm down.
Yeah.
That's how we want to. Anyway, and man, you said it earlier, but I know I'm going to skip ahead and go straight to the ending. But here we go again. They're going full heel with Bulldog in his hometown. Fuck the hometown hero shit. We're gonna go hometown psycho and just see.
Is this actually his hometown though, or is this just he's
now okay? It's his home country. I don't think he's actually from Birmingham. No, he's from one of those towns that have like 2 names, I think, or something. But his home country still. The match is going along, and the Bulldog comes out to interfere. I also love the fact that China's already wrestling a man, but for some reason it's a lot worse when Bulldog attacks China because he's bigger, I guess. I don't know.
He is a big dude.
He is a big dude. But like,
I guess
literally wrestling a man. I think it's more just the fact that he's being the heel that he's being. Got the people.
I guess I said that I'm shocked that they decided to go full heel with Bulldog, but it just dawned on me. There's another part of this. They're in London. They're in. Well, I don't even think it's London. Actually,
no, they're in Birmingham. They're in
Birmingham. They're in Birmingham. They're in England.
Yeah.
And no, they're not going hometown hero, but Bulldog is all over this pay-per-view.
Yeah, he's everywhere. Yeah.
He is. They were like, well, he's from here, so let's just throw him everywhere.
As a matter of fact, I didn't bring it up, and maybe I missed it, but I guess I didn't miss it. I just forgot to bring it up. But when China was responding to Jarrett's challenge, Bulldog interrupted her.
Yeah, this was a retaliation.
You're right. They're tying Bulldog in through this whole thing, and I don't remember this. And I'm wondering if he's going to be involved in the main event somehow too.
I know he has a match.
Yeah, he does have a match against X-Pac. We know that.
Yeah, he faces X-Pac. No, not yes. Next is Kane versus Big Show. After that, Bulldog's matches.
Oh, Kane and Big Show. We got some meat in the next match.
But yeah, I don't foresee a world where Bulldog does not get involved in the steel
main event. Yeah, I expect that the way this is going for sure. As far as this one, It was DQ because of the interference. It was very short, but they're telling stories. They're just trying to keep things continuing.
Yeah, I didn't mind that. I mean, this is Jeff Jarrett's second match. We've
Yeah.
already seen Jeff Jarrett today. So, yeah, I didn't mind that it was cut short because of story-wise. It fit the story. And
Ties in the
all was
entire
logical.
Yeah.
Jeff Jarrett taking the, I guess it wasn't really a win. It technically would be a win for China if it's disqualification, but still, I think Jeff Jarrett was fine with watching China get her ass beat by the British Bulldog.
Exactly. I do too. And even though it was short, I'm still going to give it a 3 because it's tying things together and it has story to it. So I didn't hate it. And there's other short matches on here. It's not a squash. It was a storytelling device.
I will say, I find it interesting, and I think this is a choice. I think this is a choice to give China this independence push. No Triple H whatsoever when China's on there.
Interesting you bring that up because I didn't say anything about it, but in my head, especially when Jarrett went to put the figure 4 on her after Bulldog order, you took her out. I'm thinking, no game.
Yeah, traditionally, if a man is beating up my lady,
yeah,
I'm going to, especially if fucking Bulldog comes out and cock block or
I wonder
attacks
if
her.
And if it's long-term storytelling, because now I think about it too, and like every time China wrestles, Triple H, you think would go out there with her. She always goes out with him, but he doesn't go out with her. You think he'd be out there anyway,
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I know he has the world title match, but
let's also realize that Triple H is in the main event. That Bulldog is probably going to interfere in. So I'm curious where we're going with this. I think if I'm going to guess, it was an intentional choice not to have Triple H at all in her segments to solidify her as a force, as an independent. Like, you do not want to give she's obviously they're trying to make it where, she's just as good. She can face men, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
So you throw Triple H out there, you can be like, well, Triple H made sure you win, or Triple H was there to help you.
Your point makes sense, especially because they're choosing to put her against men. They need her to look strong. She doesn't need a man to help her beat men. So it doesn't
exactly.
Yeah, good point.
But the other weird part is they're kind of playing her off as the face, and Triple H is not. But she's still with Triple H when Triple H goes out.
That's that great area again we always talk about, right? This is the NWO area. So the bad is good, good is bad. You don't know what's what. It's that great.
Yeah, so she's a fan favorite, not a heel.
And once you're Jeff Jarrett, you're a fucking heel because you know how to get the heat. What did they say he was?
You attacked a woman with a freaking vacuum. Yes, you are. You know how to get some heat.
They said some shit about Jarrett's in the middle of his chauvinist tour or some shit like that. His male chauvinistic tour. They said some shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't think you gave this a ranking.
Oh no, I did not. I'm going to go with 3.5. Bulldog trains. I don't know. I mean, she just got hit by a train.
We have to have trains all night.
I'm sorry. She got hit by a British train.
Ho train, British train, X-Pac train.
Originally when I was doing the shake, rattle, roll, because that's the name. That's what he called that, punch combination, shake, rattle, and roll. I was originally going to go with shake, rattle, and ho, but that doesn't really fit that match. But, we saw hoes earlier, so I'm like, shake, rattle, ho. And then I was like, you know what? He just got hit in the balls. So I came up with a different option.
Nothing's going to beat the devastating facial anyway. So
I did.
Most devastating move in wrestling.
I legit thought that would have been a perfect name for him.
I can't forget about it.
That wasn't a joke. That was a.
I know.
Why didn't we do this?
They nailed it with money shot, but we didn't.
Come on, WWE, pay me. I got you.
All they had to do was grab the brass ring, like it says.
Just.
All right, well, pretty entertaining so far. We know what's next. You told us we get to see Kane and Big Show. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, this is a rematch, I believe.
Yeah, they've been dragging this out for a while.
They have
several pay-per-views. So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's check it out. All right, so here we go with our next match. A feud that's been going on for several, if I can talk, pay-per-views. It's Big Show and Kane in a no disqualification match. I was a little disappointed, only because it was a no DQ match, and we really didn't get a lot of weapons, toys, and shenanigans like I thought we might. Maybe I'm a little too critical, but
I
one of the
mean,
moves.
when you have two giants, do we really need them?
Well, if it's a no DQ, I want to see some shits go down. You know what I'm saying? But I will say one of the moves of the night happened because that fucking insecurity by Kane was ridiculous.
Yeah, he keeps doing that over and over again.
That shit looked like a fucking cruiserweight was doing that shit. That was incredible. That was impressive.
Yeah.
But part of me wonders, I think, to me, it legit looked like when he failed at the tombstone, it looked like he really couldn't get Big Show up all the way to do that tombstone.
I mean, that would be a hard person to get a tombstone on.
Even though, you know,
I would have gone with just a choke slam.
The guy has to help too, but I legit think that it was probably too much.
Help or not, that would be difficult as shit.
And Kane's not a small guy.
But
every time that we watch Kane fight, I can't help but in my head go, "This guy's a fucking mayor now." I mean,
yeah,
mayor now.
Yeah, I know.
He better win every election, or he's going to tombstone your ass.
But you think that's why he keeps winning is because, like, nobody wants to face off against him.
That's right. No one wants any part of the mayor. No one wants. They knew this was going to happen. This was always the plan. DX knew they'd be running shit. Kane knew he'd be a mayor, and Undertaker knew he'd want WWE to buy AAA. What?
I just wish that he would have ran as Kane and not Glenn Jacobs.
Right. 2025. Kane's a mayor, and Undertaker's booking AAA.
I will.
But
help you.
Oh, dude, I missed the voice modular thing. Didn't last long. I thought that was good shit.
Yeah.
I like that. What's your favorite scary movie?
Have we already passed the voice modulator?
Yeah, that was the.
Or is he still kind of silent?
He's still kind of silent, but I think he had the modular in the very beginning, if I remember right. When he was shooting with Undertaker. I could be wrong, but
maybe.
As far as this goes, we did get a little bit of a classic at the end. The Big Show did go to get a chair to help. He went to go after Kane, who was in the corner, and we got the old boot up, and the chair smacked Big Show in the face, and then we got the power slam as a finisher, the body slam, because he's too big to fucking tombstone, so we got a body slamming.
I mean, that's fair. I don't.
It is fair. I'm not
whatsoever.
Mad. I'm not mad whatsoever. Like you said, though, I just would have went choke slam. That you could pull.
Not everybody can be like John Cena and literally catch Big Show from the damn air.
Yeah. And both
still one of the most impressive things I think I've ever seen.
You know, both these guys are still green, but I can say that I have noticed Big Show getting better as we've been watching this. You can tell he's improving his in-ring ability. So
yeah, this was a fun big man versus small.
Oh, it was. That's the other thing.
Big man match.
You never know when big man versus big man. It can be really good or really bad. This was a good match. It was fine. I'm even going to let's see. I'll give this 3.5 body slams. Never mind, the tombstone's not happening.
I was gonna go with 3. It's cool, Kane. I get it.
It's cool. It's cool.
That's Kane. A big man.
No one's hating. I'm not gonna pick the Big Show up, so I'm not hating on you. That's for sure. Shit.
I can't pick up the Big Show.
Big Show actually said in an interview he didn't like that music. He didn't like his entrance music.
Oh.
But you know, everybody's different taste.
I got used to it, but I don't know if I love it.
Right. Yeah, he said he was never a huge fan of it. And you know, I forget what he said he originally pitched for what he wanted for his kind of music, but he ended up getting stuck with that. So, you know, it was okay at first, but it should have changed eventually.
It's more rockabilly, so I'm not a big fan. I get it.
Yeah. And he wasn't either. And that's the thing. I think at first he wanted like some kind of band to do a song, or he had a band that was willing to do a song, but it just never happened. It was some story like that. But anyway, it was still a good matchup of two big men, and now I'm really interested to see what's going to happen because the Bulldog's coming, baby.
Go.
I want to see what happens here with Bulldog and X-Pac. Let's do it.
X-Pac's going to have one night in Britain.
Oh, no. Wrong one. Downloaded the wrong cock. Wrong one. Oh, jeez. This guy. He'll be here all week, folks. All right, so here goes our next match. this was kind of weird. I remember the Bulldog switching to a bad guy and wrestling in jeans, which is already kind of weird. But I forgot they gave him different music. He's not using the old national anthem or whatever that song is that he does.
Oh, I didn't even notice the music.
Yeah, different music. A dog barks at the beginning, and then it's different music. It's not traditional, you know. Dun, 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 dun. And he's wrestling in jeans.
Well, I knew he did that.
And we know why he wrestled X-Pac, because he needed someone he could throw around. Look like the
He did.
the dominant guy that he is. I mean, X-Pac did get some moves in, and the crowd was into it the whole time, but they were also cheering for X-Pac the entire time.
Yeah.
So I guess I should mention before this, we saw an interview with Triple H. He answered the question for us. He hasn't been out there because Triple H doesn't care about Jeff Jarrett, China, the Bulldog, or anybody else right now. He only cares about his title. And the look on Michael Cole's face was great when he was like, "I don't care about China." Like that moment, you saw Michael change his expression. You know,
I feel like this is gonna split them up.
right? Triple H's like, "Fuck everybody right now. I just care about my belt. That's it."
Well, we got to be getting close to when he kidnapped Stephanie, right?
Yeah, because right now they're in the middle of a whole test. Yeah, so China won't be here much longer either. I don't know. She stays a little while after all that goes down. But yeah, we're getting close to all that.
Yeah, this breakup has to be like this. That breakup sounds like it's coinciding with the kidnapping.
Yeah. I did love the way that this match ended. Bulldog dropped X-Pac right on his jewels on the top rope, which we all know looks very painful every time.
Every time.
I imagine it'd be hard to fake because you and I know those are fucking cables. There's nothing rope about them.
I can't even freaking imagine. After running on those,
off of them,
can you imagine landing on them?
No.
At your ball area? I hope they wear cups.
Yeah. And after the ball shake, he picked him up and gave him the power slam. It was cool. It was like a combo. Ball buster into a power slam. Game over.
I don't know how X-Pac takes that and then it takes it to China. So yeah.
Even more,
injury. He should be on the injured reserve on his nuts.
He also had the famous ripped his asshole doing a Bronco Buster once.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, that was before One Night in China too. So I mean, ripping your asshole. Oh, that doesn't sound good either. I don't know what's worse, the ball shot or that. It's like, move on, cut that.
I imagine the ball shot is gonna suck when it happens. That asshole thing is a lingering injury, I'm sure.
Yeah, and the recovery
and we sit everywhere. Can you imagine sitting with a fucking ripped asshole?
Or using the restroom, for goodness sakes.
Oh!
I wonder if he had to take shit to make him not. I wonder if he had to not shit for like a week. Like you have to take this to back.
I'd be dead. I can't do this anymore.
I couldn't even imagine. Let's just move on from that.
Where's that colostomy bag? And that's what I just throw it in there. I don't care. Right? Oh no! Oh.
Short.
Can
Another
we
short.
Move on? Can we
another
move
short.
On?
We're doing another short match, but we got some more story during it. They're still trying to dramatize Stephanie's trash can shot, and the Bulldog wins. Bulldog wins, and it's another. You know, it was fine. It kept the story, and I expected. I actually didn't expect X-Pac to get as much in as he did. Like I thought they were going to just have Bulldog come out and steamroll his ass.
Squash.
I thought it was going to be just because of the way they've been setting it up. It kind of still was. I mean, he got his comeback. He got his babyface comeback, and then that was it. So, another decent match. I'm going to give this 3 ball busters without broken assholes, or 3 Bronco busters without broken assholes.
I'll give it 3. I don't want to talk about any of this anymore.
We don't talk about Bruno or ripped assholes.
We don't talk about assholes. No. We don't talk about ball sacks.
Oh, yes, we do. Who are we lying?
Yeah, we do. We totally do. But not in this context.
Kitties, the cock, ball sacks. We talk about it all here, folks. It's a variety show.
This is like the most inappropriate show ever. Maybe we'd have more listeners if we tried to clean it up.
I don't know, but it's fun, right? All right, well, let's move on. We got a 3-way next.
I don't want my kids listening to this.
Really, we don't want them watching the shit we're covering either, so it all just goes together. Right?
Actually, I take that back. I have 2 adult kids. They can listen to it all they want.
There you go.
It's the 7-year-old.
We've never called this family friendly. To be fair, we have never said this is.
I have an explicit tag on every episode.
That's right. We have a disclaimer. All right, well, let's move on and see how this triple threat tag goes. All right, so here we go. A good old triple threat tornado tag. And before the match, we got to see a little bit of the super heavyweight shit with the Hollies. The thing I was talking about that I love, the scale. The Hollies were great.
I love them coming out and they're like, and weighing in 800 pounds.
Yes.
Like, I remember them doing that, and I love that shit.
It is. It's such great shit. And I think I bring this up every time, but I just know we're so close. I can't wait till we get to the 24/7 rule with the hardcore title and Crash is the champ. And we're going to see like fights at McDonald's and all sorts of shit. I can't wait to get there. But right now we are here at this triple threat tornado tag, which is also an elimination tag. You don't have to eliminate both men from a team, but you do have to eliminate, the teams. And we already know the Acolytes are out here just killing motherfuckers again. Good job. I guess I always knew it. I can't say I was not an Acolyte fan, but I just guess I forgot how they made everything.
I remember liking the Acolytes and APA a lot.
Oh yeah, I love the APA, but when I think about them, I think more about the backstage segments when they start playing poker and shit, and they have the fake door.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, this was a great match. The fans were into it. Perfect little precursor before you do your main event. No title on the line, but it didn't matter. Very entertaining, and it was fun. I love me some tag team wrestling. Edge and Christian looked great. They're obviously behind Edge and Christian quite a bit. I think they've been on a winning streak since we've seen them anyway.
Yeah, Christian took that clothesline from hell, and I was like, oh,
dude,
he's dead. But then
fucking Bradshaw's just hitting them bitches at it, like Oprah with the clothesline from hell. Now you get a clothesline.
Actually, I think it was Edge that took it. Did I say Christian?
You said Christian, but yeah, towards the end there, that was Edge that took that clothesline from hell, and then Christian broke up the pin.
Yeah.
Then Bradshaw went for a superplex, but got a DDT for his efforts, and Edge and Christian win. So there you go. We're getting close to so much. TLCs are around the corner, like. And I'm just getting excited because we're going to start reaching that era or two where you said you weren't watching. So I'm just excited.
I'm very excited. We're only a couple pay-per-views away from that. Well, not necessarily from when I wasn't. I'm sure I was watching in 2000. I was watching up until I graduated high school. So
now I got to admit that there's some stuff there between 2000 2001 that I missed too. So it's going to be some good stuff. But
I specifically remember when I stopped watching. It would have been, let's see, end of schools around May, right? May or June almost.
Yes.
So when I graduated high school and I started living with my ex-wife, before she was my ex-wife, I didn't have cable. So that's when I stopped. So we're talking like 2021, around June-ish. That I stopped watching wrestling. So we still got a year or so.
At least one more year. One more year. All right. Well, as far as this one goes, it's amazing too, by the way. I mean, if the Hollies weighed about 1,000 pounds, we got like 3,000 pounds of weight in the ring. I don't know how they held all this shit, but well, I'm going to give it, was another fun one. I'll give it a 3.5. The half's for you, Crash. Super heavyweight, you.
I'm going to go with 3.5. Clotheslines from hell.
Dude, clothesline from hell, one of my favorites.
It's the best clothesline in the game.
Best clothesline
100%. It always
to this day, probably always will be. I don't think anyone's ever going to do it like that. But
no,
good shit. Here we are. We're at our main event, and I don't even know what to expect. I can definitely say, without a doubt, 100% that I never watched this pay-per-view. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. I expect shenanigans with Bulldog. Hell, after his statement, I wouldn't be shocked if China comes out and doesn't help the way we think she will, because she said, he said he doesn't care. I don't care about you, China. I care about my belt. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited.
All right.
Let's do it. Okay, kids. We always say, I hope you watch along with us, and I hope you do, because if you want to know how to pull off the art of professional wrestling, fucking watch this. I already know that your favorite wrestler is in this match, and I know he gets a lot of hate, but I say it all the time. There's no reason to hate Triple H. Fucking watch Triple H in a match, for God's sakes. Okay? Like,
it's not my fault you hate perfection.
Right. Now, come on, you put two of the best performers, best sellers, best storytellers, best guys on the mic in the fucking cage together, and took all my money. I would have paid to watch this.
I'm trying to keep my mouth shut here, but I have some raging to do. I'm gonna start talking like my brother.
Rage away. What are you raging about?
Why the fuck did Earl Hebner take away a steel chair in a no disqualification steel cage match?
I was going to bring that up and say he deserved to get knocked out, but now you sound like me too. Don't just say this is the kind of stuff I bitch about all the time. It's no DQ. He had no right to do that. He deserved
steel cage is no disqualification. There is no reason for the referee to try to take the steel cage. That was a legal move, and you got punched for it. And
fuck out.
If you weren't knocked out, you just made The Rock win the match. If you weren't knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
So yeah. Why the fuck did the referee do that?
Speaking of selling, by the way, you know, maybe he was working with The Rock, but speaking of selling, Earl Hebner should get an Oscar for that fucking knock. Like, he was knocked the fuck out. How long did these guys? I mean, Earl gets knocked out, The Rock escapes, but there's no ref. Triple H follows him out, and how long did they fight outside before they got
good while? Earl got to take a bit of a nap.
Not only fought outside, but The Rock got on the mic and on commentary after he hit Triple H with a chair.
Yes, he did.
Technically,
Triple H might have won that match right then and there. There would have been no more shenanigans needed.
Yeah. You know what? You're the heel, and I'm not normally on your side, but I'm on your side here. I'm on your side. If Earl would have been awake when The Rock hit Triple H with a chair, he wouldn't have said fucking a word. But if Triple H tries to use a chair, no.
Literally tries to take it away from him.
Yeah.
He does take it away from him.
Yeah. And cost him the title. They tried to say Bulldog cost dropped the title. No. Earl did. It's Earl's fault. Earl screwed The Rock and Brett. He's just screwed everybody. No. I liked it, though. I liked the fact that Earl got knocked out and was out and didn't see The Rock escape at first. And we got everybody we thought we would. We got Bulldog and China. China surprised me.
Yeah, she wasn't against Triple
H.
Even after Triple H says that he doesn't give a shit.
Literally said, I don't care about China right now.
But I guess you can take that. We might take that as kind of that's kind of a dick move, but you could also take that. I'm so focused on this title that no one else matters. And you know what? For a champion, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And she did the classic, like, there's nothing better than the fucking chair cage door to the head. Like, you know, that shot is always good. When you just slam the cage door on someone's head. It's always a good shot. There was one illogical spot towards the end of the match. This isn't like...
Was that Earl Hebner taking the damn steel cage from Triple H's hands? That was illogical as fuck.
That was earlier, and that was bullshit. But the other thing was illogical, which I know they had to do for the finish of the match. But towards the end, Triple H was down, and The Rock could win the match. And instead of going out the door that's wide fucking open, he decides to start climbing the cage. You
gotta have a little bit of drama, my friend. A little drama is what we're doing. This is a show.
They needed time for the Bulldog to come out. That's all it was. I get the drama aspect, and logically he was closer to the wall, but it's easier to go out the door. But his face wouldn't do that. Triple H would have ran out that fucking door.
If we're going to be completely honest, I don't like the door. I've never, and I mean, yeah, sure, I like the whole hitting someone over the head with the door. In a steel cage match, I want there to be one way out. One way to win, no pins, no submission, no fucking door. You climb out. That is the only way to win if I was booking matches, that is the only way to win is to climb out that cage. That's what makes a cage match special in my eyes.
Yeah. And see, we must have never really talked about this because I'm the opposite way. I'm the opposite way in that I don't like the climb out. It should be pins or submission only. The point of a cage is to keep them in. Like, I don't like the climb out. I think that it like all my video games, when I play cage matches, I make sure that it says that you have to win by pinfall or submission.
I shut that off. I shut that off. I shut off if there's an option, I shut off the door. I want one way to escape. One way, and that is to climb out the cage. I love You know what?
But
if you want fucking pins in a cage match, watch a fucking Hell in a Cell.
speaking
Hell
of
in a
this,
Cell
though,
is what you want. Steel
your-
cage match, climb out.
to your point, to your point of what you like, that's how this one was, by the way. Pinfalls and submissions did not count in this cage match. You had to escape. You had to escape. Earl wasn't even in the ring. So pinfalls were not even an option in this one, just like the way you like it. So
Well,
either way,
I've noticed most of the time pins and submissions are not available. However, the door seems to be, I guess, the whole idea of you can only escape by escaping, by climbing. Apparently, that didn't happen as often as I thought it did.
right.
I think it was just a matter of people just did the climb out instead.
Well, and it's like you just said, there's more drama in climbing the cage than going out the door.
That's what I like.
That's the
And like I said, the way you like it is a Hell in a Cell. Don't get me wrong, I love me a Hell in a Cell as well. But there's no climbing out of a Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah, ask McFoley that. Well, technically he climbed.
There's ways to get off the cell.
Yeah, there's one way up and one way down.
Really long ways to get off the cell. Don't get me wrong, I love a good Hell in a Cell match as well. But I look at a Hell in a Cell match as different than a steel cage match. In a steel cage match, I don't want to see you pinning.
And I guess we got to talk. I mentioned China and Bulldog came out, but we also had Shane came out to try to attack Bulldog. That didn't end well for him. Got power slams on the outside.
And then we got Vince
Then the
McMahon
boys came out. The boys came out before that.
Yeah,
Chris
that's true,
Jones
that's true.
Them came out. They got their ass kicked, and then Vince came out, and locked them in the cage with the Rock. So, and we got the People's Elbow. We got the Rock's trash talk before. So this is 5 stars to me.
This is a weird pay-per-view.
It's a weird pay-per-view, but this main event, this is a 5-star main event.
We had no Mankind and no Stone Cold Steve Austin. We did get double fingers, however.
Now, I think at this time, Stone Cold may have a legit injury. Remember, he was a special rep last pay-per-view. I think this is one of those times when he actually has.
You think that's why he was a special referee?
It's still, though, weird that he's not here because even back in the day when Stone Cold was hurt, he was pretty much on everything, even if he couldn't wrestle, he would show up. So it is interesting he's not here.
Yeah, it was weird. 2 huge stars not being at this pay-per-view.
Of course,
maybe they just couldn't travel. I mean, this isn't in England.
Possible. They may not have been able to travel. It is also possible that there may have been some house shows going on at the same time, and you still have to have some star power for your house shows. Yeah. So
maybe Stone Cold got a little in trouble with the Red Light District last time he was there.
Oh, good.
Drank a little too much, you know. He's not welcome back into the UK. I don't know.
You never know. You never know. All right.
Yeah, I did notice a huge gap without Stone Cold.
By the way, I didn't mention at the beginning, and I forgot this, but they talked about it before the main event. This was literally only 6 days after Unforgiven, which was like, wow, the last pay-per-view we just covered. This was literally 6 days after that.
Well, in fairness, Mankind probably takes so much of a beating. He was
like, I gotta have a break, guys.
I can't do that quick. I need a little bit more time to rest. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Oh, good shit.
I forgot about that. You're right. This is like
like I said, I forgot. They mentioned it, right before this main event. I forgot. So yeah. So what do you think? What is this? You didn't rank it. I ranked it. This is a 5 for me.
I don't know. This is a tough one to rank because it was a really good match, but I'm pissed.
Oh,
I'm angry.
All part of the story.
I'm angry that
all part of the story.
Earl Hebner had no business grabbing that steel cage. I am mad about that.
I know. I bring it up.
I'm giving this 5 bullshits because that's what this was. It was great, but bull fucking shit.
Yeah. It was the same thing earlier, and I don't think it was Earl as a ref, but in the Kane and Big Show match, they were talking about how Kane was going for the ropes, and they were like, "Why? It wouldn't matter. You can't rope break. Fucking no DQ match."
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's a no DQ match. There's no reason the referee should. And it was done by Earl Hebner, of all people. Yeah. Like, I know this referee. I know his name. Why the fuck is he touching my man's chair?
Don't touch it.
He just needed to sit down. We just ripped it out from him. That's just rude.
All right, well, we got to pick some matches.
We do.
Favorite match of the night.
Tough one, really.
I
I mean, I got to go main event if I give it 5 stars. It's got to be right.
and I don't think I can. I don't think there's another match that can even hold a candle. Don't get me wrong. It's not like this has been a bad pay-per-view.
No, I think I had a couple 4s, and then everything else. There were a couple 2s, but I know
But
Jared.
the main event was really good.
Main event though was just the total package, but not like.
All right, well then let's go to the next one, which I think is going to be slightly more challenging.
Worst match of the night.
Worst match. I'm so professional. I'm going back real quick just to double overlook everything before I make this pick, because there wasn't a lot of bad matches in this at all. And I was almost I think I'm actually going to go with Val Venus versus Mark Henry because of the crowd is all I'm basing it on. There were really no bad matches, and there were even a couple of great spots in the women's match, which is what I almost picked. But for some reason, the crowd was just dead during that Val and Mark Henry match. It was kind of quick, but I love the money shot, so I don't know. I'm just going by the crowd reaction, basically.
I'm going with the main event because Earl Hebner ruined it by stealing that damn steel cage.
We have a first ever on the show. The same match is his favorite and his least favorite of the night. It's a first, folks. It's history here on the show.
If I was going for
It's history. It's history.
If I was going for real, I'd probably go with the women's match, though.
Yeah. And I almost picked that one, like I said, but at least it had a story and it had a couple of cool spots. But there were really when it comes down to it, there were really no stinkers. The women's match wasn't totally horrible either. So it was one of those pay-per-views. Good shit.
It was just mostly forgettable. It's not like it was a bad match. It was just mostly forgettable.
It was quick and it was
kind of for a fatal 4-way, it was quick. Like it was just like you just wanted to get rid of it.
I personally want to thank Triple H, The Rock, and that asshole Earl, because if the main event wouldn't have been that great, I was fucking up to that point. It was going to be Jeff Jarrett again, and I didn't want to give that motherfucker another match of the night. I already did it once.
I've been doing all these records. You should like stats our favorites and stuff. And
yeah, Jeff Jarrett's had one favorite match. You got lucky.
Yeah, that might be that would be kind of cool. But yeah,
wasn't even a main event. Wasn't even
in case anybody's interested. I am currently, when it comes to statting this up, my next one I need to do is Survivor Series 1995. And the last one I did was the In Your House 4 Great White North. So I am slowly inching my way, but now we have like 12 pay-per-views a year, so it's going to take me even longer, because before I was just doing the big 4.
Right.
I will say that all these In Your Houses, at least these early ones, are going by super quick.
Oh yeah,
sure. Because like they're like 4 or 5 matches each. They're like real quick and not a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah, that's one good thing for sure. And this will be Rebellion will be something that'll be easy to rank when we get to it, because there's only like 3 of them or 4 of them.
Yeah.
I keep thinking we get a few more fucking years down the road, we're gonna have to have a separate episode to rank WrestleManias. We'll have to cover the WrestleMania and then just have a whole other episode to rank them.
Anyway. Yeah, I mean, with these, I mean, we're just probably going to be. I mean, we'll get to rank it twice, because I think I don't really start focusing on the rankings until 3 pay-per-views in.
Yeah. So, but all right, well, we watched the pay-per-view. We talked bullshit. We picked some matches. You got to plug some. Oh, by the way, before we plug pluggables, quick tease. I forgot. I want to tease everybody and not just you. This is just the tip. Next week, I have it on good source that we will officially have the next face of Mock Foley next week here on the show. I'll give you a little tease. Now we all met Mock, and we know that his first face is Unkind. And for the second face, we're just going to say we know that Mick Foley has Cactus Jack, and that's your tease. That's all you get.
So next is Cactus Jack. All right.
A little tease there. Okay. Now we can plug some plugins.
All right. Well, you can find me at Dragon Blazer Productions on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. You can also find me at the X on Dragon Blazer Pro.
X. We are at the Boomer and Blaze show and all the good stuff. Oh, wait,
I thought you were telling me to stop it. Actually.
No, I'm sorry.
I was like, "What is this?"
We were at the Boomer and Blaze show on the Facebook, the TikToks. There we go. The YouTubes, the Instas. And of course, on that X, we have to be at Boomer_Blaze.
I was waiting for you to say something.
Something. What did I say? Oh, about that? What? Huh?
Yeah. I was waiting for you before I put it up there.
I know I'm horrible at this. That's why he's the producer, kids. I'll get like halfway. We'll be like doing a show, and I can load my own graphics now, so he can put them up. But I'll go to he'll go to do something, and I won't take anything down, and then I run out of space. I'm horrible at this part of it.
Yeah.
That's why you make big bucks.
Sorry, what was that?
Funniest joke all day, right there.
Big bucks. Oh,
Big bucks. Oh, wait, you know what else I suck about? I think because this was like an NWA pay-per-view with 375 matches, I forgot what I was doing. There we go. Our next pay-per-view will be No Mercy, 1999. There you go. That's what's next week. No Mercy, 99.
No Mercy, 99.
Oh.
Yeah. And,
oh, you're going to love this cover. We were just talking about it.
Sorry, 1 second. I've got someone at my door.
Oh. But yes, I know you'll be excited about next week and the cover art, not only because it's one of your favorites, but it's the perfect time to reveal the next face of Foley because Foley's on here. It's No Mercy. Look at that. We got Sacco too.
No mask.
No mask. That's Mankind. No mask. Or Mock Foley. There you go.
You do realize that you're about to be Sacco.
I didn't know you were going to tease on the show, but it's the first time I had. Somebody's got to be Sacco. That's me, because you're Mock Foley.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to switch this one because I'm Mock Foley.
We can never switch if Mankind's on the cover or Mock. That's your, you are Mock Foley.
We might have to find you a wrestler to.
I mean, you have to realize that when I made that Unkind thing, I literally just took a picture that's your face and everything of one of our cover arts, and I just ripped that off and put it right on his face.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
It's scary. But anyway, there you go. That's next week. No Mercy, and we'll have a new face of Foley. And by golly, we might even throw a video game review in. Why not just make it a trifecta? Make it a barrel of fun. So there you go. Yeah. Until then, let's stop the hate. I had to say it one more time. This has been the Boomer and Blaze Show. I am Boomer.
Stop the hate on a wrestling podcast where literally their whole brand is hate. But anyways.
Exactly. I am Boomer.
And I'm Blaze.
And good night from Dragon Blazer Studios.
Have a bad day.
See, he loves you.